Hi, this is Dr. Saxena, and we are going to talk on something on what is this process, and everything is being talked about something like vaccines nowadays. And I had started working on some things. What are the I can say we were the first people who were like looking into some things like what are the negative effects of vaccines are coming. This we works. I started my work in year 2004, and subsequently I started looking into what are the safe vaccination protocols and all that. See, I'm to be very clear here. I'm not an anti-vaccinist. I'm just talking about what are the additives which are added in the vaccine can cause and can create some problems. So I'll be taking up the latest thing. This is one of the studies which were done by Michigan State University, which was basically 2019 April study here. So this study was showing something like a food additive which may influence how well this flu vaccines can work. So, this Michigan State University scientists have linked a common food preservative to an altered immune response that possibly hinders flu vaccines. I'm talking about taking that state of this one reference to context to the present problem also. Though the study was kind of conducted in mice in the at 2019 experimental biology meeting in Orlando, it offers a new potential factor for a vaccine effectiveness. Having worked in a thing called environmental medicine, and I have been talking about integrative medicine, trying to see how we can always take the best of things and all that. I would like to. I have been talking on what are the factors, what are the additives, what are the things cosmetics, what is the plastic, what is phthalates, what is this endocrine disruptors. I've been talking about all these things, trying to raise a awareness among the people, especially trying to who are looking for better health. So there is one particular thing called tertiary butyl hydroquinone, which is called TBHQ, which is found in several food products, including cooking oils, frozen meats, particularly fish and all, and processed foods such as chips and crackers. See, what happens is that most of the additives and all that which are added, they need not have to put them on the label. You have got this TBHQ component as well. So the my take is very clear. It is something like this TBHQ, which is introduced through the diet, can affect certain cells that are important in carrying out that appropriate immune response to the flu. This is using various flu strains. These people have focused on H1N1 and H3N2, and they focused on CD4, CD8 cells, T cells, and they incorporated TBHQ, this butyl hydroquinone, into the food of mice in an amount comparable to human consumption. So what these people have to say, particularly Robert Freeborn, if you get a vaccine but part of the immune system doesn't learn to recognize and fight the virus infected cells, then this can cause the vaccine to be less effective. We are talking about that. I was talking about how this there are some controversies. There are something like thimerosal, which was used since 1940s beginning. It was used as a preservative, and yes, I do believe this thing has now they have effectively they have tapered off this one, but still some parts of the other parts of the world, particularly third world countries, that thimerosal usage in vaccine is still a issue, and we are concerned about that as a group of doctors trying to work on some kind of thing, because we do see a lot of autoimmune problems which is arising of this particular mercury and all that. So mercury, something like formaldehyde, something like aluminium, something like SLS. These are all the things. I'll be focusing only on TBHQ now. What he has shown was, Robert Freeborn, if you get a vaccine but part of the vaccine part of the immune system doesn't learn how to recognize and fight off this cancer virus infected cells, this can cause the vaccine to be less effective, rightly kind of stuff. So what we are trying to put across is, here we have got a thing called TBHQ, which is there in our food, it is there in our refined oils, it's there in a lot of kind of this particular things like refined oils, you have got corn, you have got, so these things are resulting in directly or indirectly some kind of things which that vaccine effect to occur properly, it's not happening, because your body, the kind of, you need that kind of detox, you need to get that particular, what we are talking about, this TBHQ and all these stuffs. If we can able to get rid of that particular stuff, and there I can always see that that is one thing which we believe yes, this is the thing which can help. uh, so it's a simple take. I just believe that we need to see that our internal milieu, which has got some lot of contamination, lot of toxins inside, something like lead, something like aluminum, so you have got that, and over it, if we are getting that vaccine and with this kind of chemicals what I have been talking, you don't get the desired result of what is that particular, to what we are intending to use that particular stuff. So this is yes, all doctors believe in vaccine, and I also believe something in that. And but at the same time, what I believe that yes, we need to be more scientific. We are trying to see that what the vaccines are resulting in problems. We need to be careful about that, and if we don't create a good immune response, whatever things we are doing, it's not much better. Thank you.